Welcome to the Explainer. Now, we've all seen the AI that creates incredible pictures and writes poems, but today we're going a step further. We're exploring the massive shift to an AI that doesn't just follow our commands, but actually thinks, collaborates, and takes action all on its own.
So, we've all seen AI generate these stunning images and text from just a simple prompt. It's pretty amazing. But is that the end of the road? Can AI move beyond just reacting to what we tell it to do and actually start taking initiative? That question, right there, is really at the heart of the evolution we're digging into today.
Okay, so first things first, let's start with the technology that we're all getting familiar with, generative AI. This was the seismic shift, the big bang that put the real power of AI into the hands of millions of people. At its core, generative AI is an absolute master of patterns. It chews through these massive data sets of text or images or music, it learns the underlying structure, and then it creates brand new stuff that fits that same pattern. This is the capability that has made AI the transformative force it is today. But here's where it gets interesting. While these generative models are incredibly powerful, it's their limitations that are actually pushing us toward the next big evolution in AI. Think of them as a brilliant first act, but they're not the whole show, not by a long shot. So where exactly do they fall short? Well, for starters, they don't have real-world context. They can't really adapt to a changing environment. Second, they pretty much work in silos, which means they struggle to communicate with other systems. And finally, they aren't truly autonomous. They almost always need a human in the loop, telling them what to do next. To address these gaps, the whole paradigm is shifting. We're moving away from these isolated models that simply react, and we're moving towards integrated systems that can actually act. This is the dawn of what's called the agentic ecosystem. Now, this isn't just a more powerful model. It's a completely new way of thinking about AI. An agentic ecosystem is a whole network of intelligent agents that don't just sit there waiting for a prompt. Instead, they perceive their environment, they work together, and they act autonomously to achieve goals. And the core difference is really simple when you break it down. A generative model reacts. An intelligent agent acts. A model operates in isolation. An agent is part of a collaborative team. We are literally moving from static, human-led tools to adaptive, autonomous teammates. This new paradigm is built on 4 pillars. First up, cognitive functionality, which means agents that have human-like reasoning. Second, collaborative networks, so they can all work together. Third, adaptive learning, so they're constantly improving in real time. And finally, autonomous decision-making, which lets them tackle really complex tasks with minimal human intervention. So the billion-dollar question: how do we actually build these advanced systems? Well, it's a monumental task, for sure. It's going to require a whole new digital architecture, and it's facing some very real-world challenges. Building this future really rests on 3 big technological foundations. First, we need robust AI frameworks using the absolute latest machine learning. We also need a vast interconnectivity infrastructure. We're talking IoT, cloud computing, to let these agents talk to each other. And crucially, we need strong security and ethical governance to make sure these autonomous systems operate safely and actually align with human values. But look, this transition is not going to be easy. We have to overcome immense technical complexities just to make these systems work together seamlessly. The superconnected nature of these ecosystems, well, that raises some serious data privacy concerns. And on a human level, organizations are going to have to navigate massive cultural shifts to adapt to this whole new way of working. But despite those challenges, the potential is just enormous. So let's take a quick glimpse into a future that's powered by these agentic ecosystems, a future that could reshape our world in some pretty fundamental ways. I mean, just imagine an entire supply chain being managed by a network of AI agents, optimizing logistics in real time to prevent disruptions before they even happen. Or think about a personal AI assistant that doesn't just schedule your meetings, but anticipates what you need, books your travel, and manages your household, all on its own. That's the level of integration we're talking about here. Ultimately, this isn't just about making AI smarter, it's about completely changing our relationship with technology. The goal is to, and I quote, transform how we interact with technology, creating safer, more efficient, and intuitive systems. It's a huge move from tools we command to partners we actually collaborate with. And that leaves us with a final and pretty provocative thought. This journey from generative models to intelligent agents is way more than just a technical evolution. It's a conceptual one. As we build AI that can act and think for itself, we're going to have to ask ourselves some profound questions. When our technology can truly anticipate our needs, where does its job end and our own autonomy begin? That's something we're all going to need to consider as we step into this new frontier.